Hopefully in the next month it'll be cleaned up. That's my goal.
That's a lot of people's goal, but could it actually happen? Some people hoping for relief for some of these waters in Lee County. A few days ago, we told you grant money had been freed up from the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, or DEP, $3 million to be spread among all the counties affected by this, but it's going to be dedicated to cleaning up the water that have been plagued by algae. Tonight, Lee County Commissioners telling 4 in Your Corner Sam Sosa they're ready to hire a company to do at least some of this cleanup. Sam?
Well, right now, the county's in talks with a company that would remove algae from several canals and waterways in our area. They're discussing costs and figuring out which areas to clean up. Meanwhile, homeowners say this relief can't come soon enough.
This is actually more of a impactful situation than Hurricane Irma was on my family.
Henry Albrick and his family have dealt with the foul stench of this canal on Everest Parkway for 2 weeks now. The Cape Coral realtor says this affects people's decision making when they come and see the area, and they need relief now.
We just want some solution before it really has a major economic impact on the area.
For days, we've been telling you about funds released from the Florida DEP as part of Governor Rick Scott's state of emergency because of the algae, and we've been working to find out how those funds will be used. Today, Commissioner Cecil Pendergrass tells me Lee County is in talks with a vendor who will be contracted to clean all this up.
They're actually going over that right now with the vendor as we speak to see about when they can start the cleanup and what the process is going to entail.
This cleanup would be physical, not chemical. In other words, the company would have to physically remove the algae.
But we need to get the surface blooms off the top of the water surface, and we want to get it out of the water and disposed of.
The contract hasn't been finalized, so Commissioner Pendergrass won't tell me which company they're in talks with. But this morning, county officials and this vendor flew over our waterways to assess which areas they would tackle first.
What we're finding is most of the algae is in the very dead end of canals where there's no flow, there's no tidal flow. They're the most congested areas is what we're going to be attacking first.
Canals like this one in Henry's backyard. He hopes after this is taken care of, something's done to prevent this from happening in the future.
Something that normally doesn't happen. It's clearly man-made. It can be resolved.
And Commissioner Pendergrass tells me he'll continue to pressure state and federal officials to complete projects that would help us with long-term solutions when it comes to Lake O water releases and the algae. Meanwhile, we'll keep you up to date when that contract is finalized and when cleanup will start in your area. In the studio, Sam Sosa, Fox 4 in Your Corner.